Welcome back to the channel, everyone, and today I'm going to show you the complete Easter egg guide as well as contract locations for Season 2 Reloaded. So first and foremost, you're going to go into this new Aether, but go directly behind yourself to the left and you'll go to the back of the ship. This will be the location for the first object for this Easter egg sigil. So when you come up to the back of the ship, make sure you're quick to jump from the back of the soil onto the pipe, and this will allow you to get on. From here, you will go to the very end of the ship to the sigil where you will start it, and this will be prompted by an insta-kill where you will have to manually just fist all of the zombies until essentially it tells you to stop. And upon doing so, it will drop you some cute little boxing gloves, aka fisting, mittens, whatever you want to call them. Second, you're going to go over to this part of the map. I will also put a picture on the map of where it's located, and this will give you the sigil as far as what to do with ammo mods. It will prompt you based on what the ring looks like, and it will give you the ammo mods as well as all of the types of ammo mods you will need to have when completing this contract. This is very difficult, but once you have the right people around and you pretty much get the rhythm of what ammo mod goes with what connotation, then you'll pretty much be set to go. But upon completing this will give you what they call the mirror. This will also be a key item in completing this Easter egg because you will need not one but two more things to do. So once you have that done, you will head over to the other side of the map. This is where you will acquire the next thing, which will be the perforated target. Now this item also is done by just getting headshots inside of this ring, which is pretty much marked by the fog of the area as well as by looking at the zombies that are red. Now this can be kind of tricky because the fog does tend to go in and out depending on how the match drops, but upon doing this, you will, as you see here, get the target. So go ahead and stow that bad boy. Upon doing this one, you will then go to proceed to the rest of the ACV contract. You'll be prompted by this when you will see the symbol, looks like a little terminus, like as a logo you call it. It'll pretty much guide you of what to do, but once you get to the mall and ends the escort, then you'll be going to knock out all of the spores. This pretty much helps when you have what they call, I guess, depth perception or whatever the name of that perk is called. This pretty much tells you where all the spores are at. It's a very big mall, but once you know where they are at, they're pretty much the same every game. Pretty much the back corners as well as in the center top. But once you get out of the mall and you get that done, you will go back to the escort ACV and it will take you over to the football field or the pitch, whatever you want to call it, whatever country you're at. But when you do this is where you'll be prompted by one other contract called an outlast. This one isn't that difficult, pretty much if you know how to do the outlast, just run around, kill zombies, and stay alive for the time being. However, this outlast is actually different, and I'll get to that just in a second. But as you see here, a boss spawns, and this bad boy is actually pretty tanky. Kind of disappointing though, even though it is a mangler, but at least it's not another worm because there's like 4 or 5 different worms. As you see here, the teleporting portal actually goes away, and then you'll be prompted to dispose of this bad boy. Now the VR11 actually works pretty well, as well as a longbow that actually has, I guess, you know, all of the good and greatest attachments if you look at it. But once you get done killing the boss with the glorious teabag, then you'll be prompted to get the golden drum. So this is the first of the golden items that we'll acquire. But then obviously you'll be prompted then by a cutscene that nobody really cares about or really sees like the storyline as anything interesting. But once you finish the storyline, obviously it's going to show you mission completed. But this just means you have all the requisite items to complete the rest of the Easter egg. Now, similar to how the last season was, you will then have to gold all these. So the perforated target is going to be golded down by Shaheen Manor to the left where the military base is. You'll give that offering up, and then you will have a series of targets to shoot at. Upon shooting them, they will then turn red. You will know when you have all of them done because at the end of it, it's going to be prompted by just a red fizzling target, which will then develop into a golden perforated target you will then be able to pick up, as you see right about here. Once you finish that, then you're going to want to go all the way over to the boxing arena, and then which is down by the very bottom of the suburbs. But once you go into the boxing arena, you're going to hit the 3 boxing punching bags, whatever you want to call them, until they catch fire. Then the zombie's going to spawn up, Zombie Rocky, and then you'll knock him out, blow his brains out, and then pick up the next glove, which is gold. The third one, you're going to go to the church. By the church, you're going to offer up the mirror. And once you offer up the mirror, you're going to have a similar contract as you did in the Aether, where you will be given ammo mod glorifications, pretty much according to what it shows you, like dead wire, brain rot, cryo freeze, you name it. Once you get all this, you will get the mirror back that you offer. However, you go back to the area and then you will kill this zombie that originally has all your stuff, and then you would be picking up the golden mirror. Once you do so, you're going to go over to the pedestals and place the ones obviously where they're correlated to, such as the fist goes to the mitten, such as the drum goes to the drum, and then you see the fist right there. And then as the very last one, the target goes on the perforated target. Now that you have all these done, you are officially done with this part of the Easter egg. This is where all the fun begins. So you put those in, a mimic is going to spawn at the portal, which is kind of like a boss. You're going to knock this bad boy out, and then the portal is going to appear and you will receive a regular sigil. This is analogous to what we had last season, where we have a tier 4 and tier 5. So this starts tier 4. So once you place the sigil on the front part of it, this will take you to tier 4. Now this is where the contracts come into play. So as you see here, we have a Scorcher. Now wonder weapons are not required. I mean, you can even do it without plates, without armor, whatever your name may be. But as you see here, we're going to H6 on your map. H6, that is the location of the first bunny, at least the first bunny that we found. This is the Outlast contract, which will be located at a diner, or I guess you could call it a diner. But this pretty much, you have to just run around like a chicken with its head cut off, trying to avoid all the zombies. And in this one, you will acquire the blood burner key typically. Sometimes you get the mags of holding, or the zombie mags, whatever you want to call them. The next one, you will go over to the warehouse. I will show up a picture of where that is located at, but it's going to be in the very back office by the kitchen area. So once you snag that, then obviously you're going to go to this bounty and dispose of this disciple. So being a tier 4, you will have a disciple, while tier 5, you'll have a mega bomb. Either way, you're going to dispose of it and then get the mags of holding. So once you get this, then you'll be ready for the next contract. This one is going to be on top of the mall. This one actually can be tricky, but once you find it, you can never miss it ever again. This one's going to be the Ether Extractor, which, as you see, I mean, if you've played zombies for a minute, you know how this goes. You pretty much have to defuse the rocket before they all fire off, and then at the very end of it, obviously, you will be given a reward. So pretty much we have a Scorcher, we flew all the way over, and this one we were able to grab an Elder Sigil. Pretty much it's been typical, because the last 4 or 5 times we've done this, we have gotten Elder Sigils. So I think it's pretty much set as that being the last one. Then last but not least, we're going to go to the top right of the map, and then that will be where you exfil, aka the portal to save everyone's life. So once you go to the very back of the map, then you're going to go to the portal, and then that actually will be finished all the way up. And then congrats, you've not only done the Easter egg, but as well as all the other contracts. So let me know what you think in the comments below, and look forward to seeing all of you in the next one.